What's going on? I'm Marcus, and you're at the channel of the Debt Free Dad, where we're following my family's journey to financial freedom and learning about finance. In today's Free Game Friday video, I'm going to talk about 3 things that I think are interesting that are kind of finance related. Some things that I saw in the news that kind of made me say, that's stupid, or I told you so. So we're going to talk about those topics. As always, if you tuning into this content, give this video a thumbs up, a thumbs down, so I can know what you think about the content. Let's go ahead and talk about it. First things first, this is a phrase that I really enjoy saying because I don't really get to say it that much. Fellas, y'all already know how it is, but I told you so. Now, I don't know if y'all remember a few months ago on a video I did on financial foolishness. First, before I talk about the foolishness update, I want to talk about the good thing in that video, and I put a link to that video above. But we talked about Mr. Earl Crawley, who was a janitor, who never made more than like 15 bucks an hour, and retired with a crazy amount of money in the bank. I think it was $500,000 or $600,000 in the bank, house paid for, sent all his kids to private schools, and we kind of talked about how he did it, and the point was to show that you didn't need lots of money. Now, we contrasted that to a rapper. I don't even want to name the rapper, but a rapper who paid to have a $24 million installed in his forehead. When I filmed that video, I said, man, that sounds crazy. Does this dude think he's beyond getting touched, like the goon squad won't come for him? Well, lo and behold, let's talk about what happened. I don't know if you all heard about it, but hey, the rapper Lil Uzi Vert had this $24 million diamond stuck in his forehead. I already knew somebody was going to try to snatch it out. It was just inevitable. And sure enough, he's performing at a concert. He decides to run out and jump out into the audience so the audience can carry him. And while he's out there in the audience living it up, what happened? Somebody reached up, snatched the damn diamond out of his forehead. That's crazy. Now, I don't know from the details, so I didn't even want to read the article. I don't know if he had to go to the hospital or what. He was able to ultimately recover the diamond, but that's just stupid. I knew that was going to happen. I actually expected it to be a lot worse, so thank goodness it wasn't worse. I mean, I thought somebody would, hold him at gunpoint, snatch the damn thing out of his head, or potentially shoot him and take it out of his head. But no, he's at a concert. He threw himself in harm's way trying to crowd surf, I think that's what they call it. And somebody in the audience reached up and snatched the damn diamond out of his forehead. I mean, just crazy, insane. That was just a stupid ass update that I had to give to financial foolishness, because it was stupid when the story started with him getting the diamond. And most things that start out stupid, they end with stupid results, and that was a stupid result that we all could pretty much, Ray Charles could have seen that coming. But thank God he's not injured, and hopefully, I don't know, he get a normal forehead or something, I don't know. But that's number one. So, hey, he got his diamond snatched out of his head. We called that one months ago. All right, topic number 2, and I'm actually going to put a poll up immediately after this video post because I want to know what you all think. San Francisco is initiating a pilot program. Now, pilot programs are good because you're trying things out, you're trying to think outside the box. This pilot program looks to pay people who have a high propensity for gun violence based on several factors and data points that it collected. The city of San Francisco wants to pay these persons $300 a month not to commit gun crimes, not to shoot people, not to commit armed robberies. They pay them $300 a month. Now, this is a pilot program. Now, here's where it gets interesting because, one, they are going to be seeking some federal grant funds to see if this can get federal support to pay for these identified individuals. Now, not all the individuals are criminals. These are people who have, I guess, background and data points that would put them in a position where they are, I guess, statistically more probable to participate in gun violence. So San Francisco want to pay these guys $300 a month. So let me know what you all think about that. Now I give you my point of view. Initially, I was like, that's dumb as hell. You paying somebody $300 to not do something that they aren't supposed to do. There's a lot of people who out here aren't committing gun violence and they don't get $300 a month. That was really what my initial thought was. But then I actually looked into it and did some research. Of course, in crazy California, they've had programs like this before in other cities. And when they initiated these programs, they were actually able to reduce gun violence by a crazy percentage. I think it was like 43% or something to that effect. I think it was in Stockton, California, if I'm not mistaken. But they ran this pilot program before, and it was successful. So that's number one. So there is some, I guess, a track record of a program like this actually working to reduce crime. Point number two. The other thing that I thought was an issue is why are they using government funds, taxpayer funds? The government don't have no money. The only money the government has is what they take from you and I, taxpayers. That's the only money that the government has. And so, initially I was like, why are they using taxpayer money to pay criminals $300 a month not to commit crimes? That's dumb as hell. But then when I thought about it, think about it. If you have one criminal who commits a crime, this criminal may not have the money to actually get an attorney. If they get a court-appointed attorney, court-appointed attorneys make anywhere from $50 to $80 an hour. And hey, everybody has the right to counsel. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you. Well, when they appoint that counsel to you, those attorneys don't work for free. A court-appointed attorney is working that case. He may make anywhere from $55 to $80 an hour to work that case. If an individual commits a crime, they're being held in jail. We know the cost to hold inmates, to house them, feed them, provide them certain medical cares and things of that nature are really expensive. So in the full scheme of things, as dumb as this idea sounds, $300 a month could pan out for selected individuals, for a small group of individuals in a pilot program. It will likely pan out to be cheaper if just one of those individuals actually committed a crime. Just think about it. I can tell you an average misdemeanor case that wasn't even a major case probably take anywhere from 10 to 15 hours of work on. So just think, if it's a serious case involving a gun crime that a person is arrested for, you're looking at anywhere from 25 to 100 plus hours of work in preparation for trial, plea agreement, doing interviews, all of this stuff. That's all billed on the government's dime, taxpayers' dimes. Holding that individual in jail is billed on the taxpayer dime. So initially, my initial reaction was, this is a dumb-ass idea to pay criminals not to commit crime. But after thinking about it, after thinking about the cost that it requires of taxpayer dollars just to get one criminal charged for crime through the court process, actually paying and flipping the bill for them to be in custody and to play out the duration of their sentence, I mean, I don't know. It may be a fruitful thing. It was interesting because I did actually read an article of an individual who went through this pilot program, and this kind of shed some light on it. And this individual said, he essentially said, the $300 is what they use to get you in the program. Once you're in this program, they don't just give you $300 a month just not to commit crimes. You have courses and goals and things you have to accomplish, and really a program, agenda, action plan that you have to accomplish. And this individual said that he was taught and learned, conflict resolution and job skills and things of that nature that he did not have before. So initially, like I said, it may sound dumb, but it may be fruitful. Some historic similar programs led to reduction in crime. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Paying criminals $300 a month not to commit gun crimes. What do you think? I mean, yay, nay, need more information. I'm going to pull a poll up. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. And the last thing that I'm going to talk about, and it's interesting, because a lot of my friends, I know a few friends who are actually buying houses in this market, and they actually was like, hey, do you think I should flip the $1,200, $1,500 to get the homeowners insurance policy that covers appliances and plumbing and all that type of stuff in the house? And so it was interesting because I wanted to know, what are your take on that? You guys out there who own homes, do you all have those American Home Shield type plans that cover breakdowns and everything? Because I think everyone's point of view may be a little bit different. I'll tell you my point of view. When I buy a house, if I buy a house, I only pay for that plan for the first year because I just include it all in the mortgage that I'm about to take out, so I only have it for 1 year. After that, I'm canceling it. I don't want it because I personally think it's worthless. Now, some of you all, if you got a story about your homeowner's insurance policy that you had when you purchased your home, like American Home Shield with your washer, dryer, or something broken and ended up working out in your favor, let me know in the comments. But I'll tell you my example. I had this American Home Shield. We called them for something. Hey, we paid this thing annually. It was like $1,200. They come out. When they come out, we had to pay them a fee for them to come out of like $50. They came out, assessed everything. They said, oh man, we don't have what we need to fix it. We got to order it, and it's going to take 3 weeks to get here. Once we get the parts, these are the costs for the parts. This is the cost of it. It was so many unnecessary costs associated with everything else. I was like, I'm not renewing this shit. I didn't think it was worth it, so I just passed on it. I tell you, I asked my wife about it. We had a conversation. I think women tend to be a little bit more, I I guess sensible and willing to have an insurance like that, because guys, we kind of like, man, I'll figure it out if I watch YouTube. So my wife was like, I think we should keep it. And I was like, nah, I'm just going to overrule you on this one. We getting rid of this shit. So we ended up getting rid of it. I can tell you the $1,200 that we would have paid a year over the past 3 years since we canceled it, we haven't spent that much money. I mean, $1,200 a year, you're talking $3,600 that we saved, and we haven't spent $3,600 in appliance repair. I mean, so most of the appliances that do have issues, I'm actually able to go online, look on YouTube, figure out how to fix it. Some of the ones that didn't have issues, we had a washer that went out, we paid somebody to come. It cost us $150 for them to come out, square it away, get it fixed, no issue. The AC guy came out. We had to pay him. It was something crazy like $1,100 or something to that effect. But that's a one-off. It's still cheaper than what we would have paid for that yearly stupid home shield warranty that we didn't need. So my general rule is I stay away from those type of home warranties. I tell you, even when I buy a used car, I bought a used S500 Mercedes. I didn't get no extra insurance on it. I didn't want no extra insurance on it. They'll try to sell you, well, this covers just in case engine and you know, something major goes wrong with the vehicle. Some of it, I guess, requires you to do your due diligence. If you're buying a Mercedes or BMW, they got 50,000 miles on it, the chances of you having some engine or transmission issues are slim to none. I don't care what the age of the vehicle is. So I typically don't do the extra insurance, even when I'm buying something off Amazon. Do you want the extra 3-year protection for $12? Hell no. I don't want the extra protection. If it break, hopefully it break within the time for me to get the value out of the actual product. But y'all let me know, do y'all do the homeowners insurance stuff or not? I just think it's something that's generally a waste of money. Like I said, I think they prey on people's fear that something to break down and it'll cost way more than the $1,200 that they're spending every year to have the service, what they have to pay to have the technician come out and all the additional costs. It's just bullshit. So I never roll with it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. That's all I got. Free Game Friday. Y'all should take care. Y'all should take care. I'm bugging. Y'all take care. Hey, have a good weekend. I'll chop it up with y'all soon. Be blessed. Peace. If you like this video and are interested in more content following our debt-free journey and learning about finance, check out these videos below.